Alright guys, as you've seen on the flight in, we got our riprap job done and we have moved just across the street to our next job. And we got an interesting customer on this side of the street. And as you guys will see, that's no joke. You gonna tell everybody where we're at and what we're doing?
Well, heard you want to move up here to Rock Dynasty.
No.
That's not what it is.
Where is this place?
This is Rock Dynasty.
I feel like I've seen it on TV a time or two.
It's getting there. It's getting there. It'll be on TV now that it's on your camera.
So we're working on a cabin location for a famous person, and that's no joke.
Yeah, that is no joke. This is no joke. Johnny Poke's new spot.
Yeah. So this is the man behind the scenes compound. This is the Bumm camp up here at Rocky Point. So we got man behind the scenes cabin over there. We got man behind the scenes brother's cabin down there. We got Daddy Bumm down there.
Yeah, that's the president of the camp.
And this is where no joke Johnny Poke, Blake Bumm's gonna go.
That's where he's gonna be signing his autographs.
You should be nice to your little brother.
I know it.
So we got to go in here. We're going to dig a few rocks out. We're going to take the rocks we find, try to make a little bit of a retaining wall over there, take the stumps out, and level her up. We might as well make this like every other job. I'll let you hold the camera and I'll do all the work.
I already explained everything on my camera and what piece of equipment I'm running.
If they want to see the real story, they know to go to my channel.
Yeah. No, I like how somebody said to see the other side of the story, they come to my channel. Hey, I think I could have got that rock with the Kubota.
I'm not sure I can get it with this. Snake. Right there on top.
A snake? I think that may weigh a little more than that big root wad you got up there at Rome.
We'll save that for later. Alright guys, still getting our way work down in here. Next thing is get these few little stumps out of the way here. This bucket is actually off the 120. It don't match up with my thumb near as well as that other bucket does. But it still works. I'm going to get these stumps out of here, put them in a bucket of skid steer. Arron's going to pack them to the other side of the camp and throw them in a ditch they got over there. Spun around here without hitting anything. Don't drop it!
Alright, that was perfect. We'll keep it like that, that way we don't hit the light.
Did you expect anything less from me? I wish all stumps come out this easy. That's nice. responsibility now.
Alright, I'll get rid of it.
All right, guys, Aaron's packing off the stumps and the skid steer. I actually put Aaron's dad, Popeye, in the Traco. He's probably a better operator than I ever thought about doing. And my phone will not quit ringing this morning, so I got a bunch of phone calls I need to catch up on. And most importantly, get some parts ordered for the 120. So we'll let Popeye go out of here a little bit. He's got a pretty good idea what he wants anyways. No reason for me to get in his way. It's always nice whenever you get a note timer in your machine too. If you study them and watch them, there's always something to be learned. Never forget that. We'll let him carry on, get the last little bit out there, get some phone calls made, and then we'll see what we got.
All right, take a walk back up here. While Michael's ordering some parts for us for our next project, put the old man on the track hoe. Basically up here is where we started. The big rock was right here. Michael dug out. So working on putting the slope on the drive and down to where the cabin's gonna set. So I know I'm up above right now, but final grade's going to be about where it's at, right where you can see the tracks at. We still got to fill out a little bit. So what he's doing right now is reaching behind him, getting a little more fill dirt, and once we get this built up, put that little retaining wall in. Down here, so the retaining wall will tie into this rock here, and then it'll run back to about where the blade of the track hoe is. There's a little pile of some little rocks we're going to use to put this retaining wall in. That'll be another rock for a retaining wall. throwing them stumps down in there to get rid of them. Don't use it, wasted space. Good spot for them. Vines and ivy can grow over them. Alright, what we're doing right now is he's digging out, leveling off, so we can start putting this retaining wall in. Hoping I can set the cameras back here and we get a good view of it. But we're going to put that retaining wall in. More or less, we probably could have packed it and not need a retaining wall, but just kind of give it the look like in front of my cabin and the way we've got the rocks set everywhere. Figure that'd be a good spot for them.
I kind of feel like you, man, behind the scenes.
What's that?
Just sitting here doing nothing, watching the professional work.
Well, it's just like any other day. I'm going to show him where to set it.
I bet you he's not as easy to get along with as I am.
I don't know. You guys are about equal. Six one way, half
Hey,
the other.
I'll take that as a compliment. Look at that. Just like me, dropped it perfectly in place. Couldn't do it any better if we tried.
I don't know about that.
Pretty close.
You want to roll that? You want to let it set like that? It was. They threw that end up. Yeah.
Well, it can lay like that. It's good base.
I think
I think it'll set higher, but they're going to have that point sticking up.
I think you should treat him like me and make him move it.
Push that back out.
Yeah, you got dirt.
You got dirt drop down in there.
Sorry about that. I'm just used to hitting this, and you're always in there, and now you're not, and I'm talking to you, or talking to him, but talking to you over the radio.
I'm just back here enjoying the show. All right, as you guys can see, they are making pretty good progress getting down in here. Popeye's already got a few rocks set there. I'm going to take advantage of having an extra operator on the job. I'm going to turn Arron and his dad loose on this, and I'm going to run to town, run a few errands, and do a few things. Possibly even grab these guys lunch, so against my better decisions. I'm going to leave my people with you for a little bit.
All right.
Don't disappoint them.
They can join my people.
Yeah, this is like behind the scenes, behind the scenes. Look at this. I like your tripod you got here. That's nice, bud.
Nice, didn't it? All right, DP has left the house and left me in charge of his camera. So what we got the first rock laid in, put the second rock on top. Now this is going to be final grade. So on the back side of this rock, going to be final grade. And that's what our slab for the cabin that's going in here is going to be. So what we're doing is we got to dig out just a little bit more here to set the next rock. So we're hoping this one here, that's what I was looking at, seeing if we can get it turned just right and it'll fall right in there. So what he's doing is he's digging out for the next rock we're going to put in. We're hoping this one here is kind of wedge shaped, so we're hoping maybe we can get it to fall right in perfect with that wedge. That's going to be our next thing to try. All right, here we are so far. We got this rock right here. We're going to try to get up, set it right next to that one, get it in there, and then we'll finish off the top. The front, yeah, but the front needs to go towards that other rock. Yeah.
All right, man, behind the scenes, I'm back.
You're back. That's good.
Here's the $1 million question. I don't think he can hear us up there. Who do you think's better at stacking rocks?
Who listens more?
That's a 50-50.
You're gonna take family side on this, ain't you?
No, I'm not taking family side.
We need an honest assessment of Popeye's work. Keep in mind, Popeye's probably gonna watch this.
I think he's losing his touch. He's a little bit smaller. I didn't say that.
I heard it loud and clear. This new mic I got's working good. It's getting there, slowly but surely. You gotta keep in mind, he don't have near the hours on that machine I do, so you gotta give him a little credit.
No. Yeah, well, he's used to that antique stuff, too. He thought it had a TV in it.
We're getting there slowly. That was the bigger rock we dug out to start the day out. And I guess he's got more rocks, so he's gonna keep going. I can get used to this management stuff. You gotta go get me a chair, set me down there.
I had one set up for you over there.
Oh yes, perfect. Just sit here and I sit here, answer YouTube comments.
Yeah, that's good. There's a prettier rock.
Not bad.
There. See, he listens like you. I want a nice pretty rock out here. It's got good face. If you look right behind, there's a little pretty rock back there.
I think I like that one.
All the pretty rocks.
Are you getting mad and pouting?
Nobody ever listens to me, and I'm always right.
Seems to be a trend here. And the "you're right" part is not the trend.
It should be. It'd look a lot better. There you go. There's your ugly rock.
I think that's the perfect rock for that hole. Alrighty guys, we're getting close. We got all the rocks. I said we, as in me and Aaron, because on his channel he claimed to do all the work himself.
Oh, I gave you credit for something.
What, 2 out of 10 rocks? Got that all stacked in, looking good, but 140 has to go to the dentist. I lost a tooth up here. I can't believe this hasn't happened before now, especially messing with all that riprap across the road. You know what you're doing? This is actually my favorite bucket off the 120. This is not the 140 bucket. But...
All right, you want to drive it home?
Nope.
Oh.
What? See if I ever take you, let you be my dentist.
Hey, I was giving you a quiz.
Huh?
All right.
I know, it's just like the rock wall down there. I gotta follow up everything you're doing. You start, no, don't you do that.
All right, ready?
Come on, we got work to do. Drive her home. Did you clean the hole out first? Apparently not. Let's see the dirt come out the bottom.
Yeah, clean the hole out.
Whose camera is this? We don't need that. I'll just throw that over here.
Hey, easy on that camera. That was a gift. I take care of my gifts I get.
It's just in my way.
You may have started with this.
All right, what's the
You got the tape measure.
what's the famous last thing? We're all done except for finishing up.
Yeah. I guess you get the honors of doing it.
What's that? Oh, I got to run my own machine again?
Yeah.
I might have you slick this down a little bit here too.
All right.
Take the
You might be able to take that skidster down there too.
Nah, he can set right up there.
You're not that good.
Tap it
I agree with your dad. Your dad's right.
right there.
See what I mean? Working with you guys.
Huh?
You and him.
If you would just listen, Popeye, if he'd just listen, could you imagine how much he would learn?
Oh. Yep.
If you just listen. The wealth of knowledge you have between the two of us. You may never get, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, but if I let you set the rocks you want to set, they'd be backwards. They'd look, the ugly side be out, just like we went through on
And we
this.
would have been done 3 hours ago and your mom would have loved it.
This ain't for her, and that ain't no joke.
True, it is from No Joke Johnny Poke. He still would have loved it. All right, guys, we're slowly closing in on her, just kind of re-sloping. There's a lot of really big rocks in this ramp right here. Just kind of trying to grade those out, skim over them as best we can. I think you can hear the blade going over them. And level up this lower pad here just a little bit. It's pretty close, a little bit low on the far end down there. One thing's for sure, there is no shortage of rocks around here. That is for sure. Just some decent rocks. They're too good to bury, so we're just going to set them up there on the hill. And they'll be available for next project if it comes around. We'll take the blade, we'll level this off, crack it in, and call it good. Ready for cabin delivery. You guys can see out there, we got the pad looking pretty good. We're like 2 or 3 buckets of dirt short, which are hard to come by around here because of all the rocks. So we're going to take this rock, dig it into the bank a little bit, try to steal a little bit of dirt right here, replace it with a rock. And I think after that we'll be in pretty good shape. How high up do you think there? Right about where that rock's at?
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, right. That's what I was gonna say. Down a little lower like that.
I don't want to mess up your dad's pretty wall, and I don't want to show him up either.
Yeah, if you done messed his wall up, you got one of them rocks.
Don't worry, I'll put it back better than I found it.
Way to go.
What do you mean flip it over?
Rock, that's the bad side. You flip it over, the good side's up. No, don't tell him, man. If you flip that over, the good side's on the bottom now. I want flipped over so it's got a pretty face, or pretty top.
I do like a pretty face.
Which way you want this thing flipped?
I want it, it's upside down. You need it, the top side you see there needs to be on the bottom. Then the other side looks better. A little bit more. There you go. I like that right there.
I'm glad you're happy, sir.
That side looks a lot better. It ain't got no teeth marks on it. That's beautiful.
Let me do some of this better rock up there.
Hey, well, if you needed a little more dirt, you could put that in there too. Gotta be good. Yep, I gotta work. Yeah, it's gonna be really close. I think it's looking really good. All right, I'm gonna venture my way down here to talk to the future new cabin owner here. This is Miss No Joke Johnny Pope. Got to do an interview. What do you think? That's your spot up there.
Hey, it's looking pretty good. Did you check out that rock wall?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's pretty nice.
I was the one that told him to put every rock where they put it.
You did? Not,
yes.
Not this guy? Not Popeye?
No.
Johnny
No.
Pope approved.
I think it's Johnny Poke approved. That's no joke.
I gotta say, that rock wall does look good.
It looks nice.
Yep. So when's the cabin coming?
When's the cabin
Don't
coming?
worry, the cabin will probably be here before this video goes on, so you can tell the truth.
Well, I've been doing a lot of research, so that's my thing. I'm the research gal, so I don't know. We're probably looking at a month or two. So
A month or two?
Yeah.
So 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, if Papa has anything to do with it, it's going to be 3 weeks.
All right. So there you have it. So I think she's happy.
Pretty happy.
I mean, it is your cabin. You're the one buying it.
Yeah.
Guys, the pad is done. It looks awesome. I got just a few loose edges to clean up. Sycamore tree there. A few loose edges to clean up as I track out of here, but other than that, I think we're going to have it. I think we're going to have it. I'll get myself worked up the ramp here, and then I'll show you the finished product. It looks nice. right, guys, give you a little tour here. This is what it looked like after it's all said and done. Got a nice little slope down in here. I believe the cabin they're putting in here is 12 by 20, and we got about 13.5 by 24. So that should give them plenty of room to put in here. Ditch turned out nice. That should catch all the water coming down over there. I think they're going to take some small rocks and stuff and kind of fill this in. Maybe try to make it a little bit of a patio area. But this is the cool part of this whole part. This wall down here. The wall down here turned out pretty sharp for just a bunch of random rocks out of the ground again. So pretty ecstatic about that. This project went so well, we actually started another one over there. So let me walk over there and I'll show you what we got. So this is kind of the main gathering area at camp. There actually used to be a tree right there, and all these rocks were randomly just sticking out of the ground. So I wanted to put a shelter house in here. So we dug all the rocks out, took the tree out. The tree's over there. And set these down through here. Oh, let me jump down here. Set these rocks all down through here, all nice and pretty like. We're gonna level that up in there, put a shelter house in there, and pour some concrete. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. We're going to wrap it up. I got to figure out what we're going to do. We're 120s now with the final drive out of it. Got parts coming for it, and the Volvo's not a happy camper. It is throwing all kinds of emissions codes and only run for about 2 hours before it goes into D-rate. To be honest with you guys, I've had a lot of problems with it, and I guess it is what it is, but I still don't mean I can't be mad about it. So spent a lot of money on that machine, and it's had some issues. We'll just leave it at that. So, but anyways, that's it for that. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, guys, we shall catch you on the next one.